Hello everyone, welcome to our session where we will be learning about various and amazing hacks on building the resume using the Copilot. So let's dive into the session and let's see how the Copilot can help you in building the resume by which you will be getting your dream job. So let me share my screen. Yeah. So before starting the session, let me introduce myself and then we will be taking ahead. So my name is Nikita. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer delivering various trainings on security, on Copilot, which includes your Defender, Sentinel, your M365 Copilot, Copilot Chat, basic version, paid version, how the Copilot can be used in building the Word files, PowerPoint presentations, and today we will be discussing on how your Copilot can help you in building the resume. So before starting the session, I want to ask you a question. Do you know what is a Copilot? So you are using maybe ChatGPT or maybe Gemini or any other AI assistant. So one of the Microsoft built AI assistant is your M365 Copilot. Now, one question to all of you, just open your browser and ask, is your data safe in M365 Copilot? You might have checked and you have got the answer also. So yes, your data is safe when you are using Copilot. But before moving on the Copilot paid version or the free version, let me give you an idea what we will be discussing in this particular session. So first we'll discuss the Copilot interface, and then how we can build our resume using the Copilot. So let me go on OneNote. Yeah. So first understand what is the Copilot. As we all know, that is one of the AI assistant. If you're working professional or you are starting your career in any of the tech role or non-tech role, you must know what is the AI, how your AI is working, how your data is being used in your AI, how it is helping you in doing your work faster and efficiently. So other AI assistants are your chat GPT, or maybe you are using Grok, Claude, but it's suggested go with the Copilot because it is secure. It follows the data security. It doesn't use your data in building the models, in training the different models and giving you the response. So it helps in the EDP also. Now you might be wondering what is a EDP is. EDP is basically your enterprise data protection. Which will tell you, okay, your data is not used when you are giving your data. And second thing you need to remember that it's tenant specific. For example, let's say you are working in cloud that I'm working on Microsoft Office, so I will not have the access to your data. Similarly, you will also don't have the access to my data as well. So it will be tenant specific. Second thing you need to remember is the access that you will have, same access your Copilot will also have. For example, you're working on one of the document and you have view level access. So similarly, your Copilot will also have the viewer level access. No editor level access will be given to it. Now, how you can use the Copilot? So you can use the Copilot on the portal also. That will be a M365 portal. Second will be on the web. So we have two locations from where we can access. If you want to access in your Outlook, there also you can access it. Word, or if you want to use on your mobiles, there also you will be able to access the Copilot. But if we talk about generic, it will be your M365 portal and on the web. Now, how you can access the Copilot on the web? So we have one link for the same, which is m365.cloud.microsoft.com. So if we go there, so let me just search for M365 cloud.microsoft.com. Let me sign in. So you will be landed on this page. Now, once you landed here, you can see the different options. Agents are there, chat is there, search, library, upgrade Copilot, the EDP. You can see enterprise data protection, then different quick response, think deeper. If you're going with OpenAI, different GPT models, auto. Now, one thing you need to remember that Copilot comes with two versions. Version in the sense, the basic version and the premium version. So we will be discussing the basic version for the same. So with the help of the basic version, you can create the PPTs, you can create the Word files. If you want to create a resume, you can do that. Similarly, we have paid version also, which will have more advanced capabilities than your basic version. So you will be getting different or maybe embedded PPTs there. Maybe you can, if you want that your PPT should be in the company centric format, you can do that with the help of the paid version. Now we will be going on the portal also. So you can see on the bottom of the screen, that is the M365 Copilot. So you can come up here. Similarly, here also you can see the new chat, search, library, prompt coach, then chats and the model. Which version I am using? I'm using basic version or I'm using the premium version. You can see up here. So we will be targeting the basic version for the day and how your basic Copilot can leverage your resume building. Because you must be wondering like why there is importance of resume. Because the first step when you apply in any of the organization, let's say you want to apply in cloud that, or you're applying in top big MNCs, maybe TCS, Infosys, resume plays a key role. Your resume should be ATS friendly. Your resume should have the appropriate keywords. It should have all the requirements which is mentioned in the JD. So we will be constructing the resume on the basis of all those given details. Now, what we'll do, first we'll understand how your Copilot actually works. So how your interface is looking, how you can come to this interface. So as I said, you can come here either with the help of the web support or with the help of the portal. Now, when I reach here, I can see my account is there with the basic version. All the things are already there. If I want to go in quick response or I want to deeply investigate on the things, I can use its appropriate options, maybe auto, maybe quick response, or think deeper. And then the data protection. So if I'm giving my details here, I am ensure that my data is safe. If you want to see here, you can just open this link and it will give you all the given details that your prompts, including your work, it's not used to train the foundational models. So it follows the data protection. Your data is protected. Now we'll create a basic resume. So let's say I just got a freshen up student. I just passed my graduation and now I'm applying in the companies. So what I'll do, I'll just give my details. What I'll create a resume for the, now for which role you are applying. Let's say I'm applying on data analyst role. Create a professional resume for now we need to mention our experience. What is the experience? Before going on optimization, let's create this way. Now we have given the prompt. So this is your prompt. This is your prompt area. Now it has designed a resume for me. You can see the name, you can see the location, your email address, the mobile number, LinkedIn, GitHub, which is very important. Now it comes the professional summary. So according to the data given, as it's tenant specific, so it has chosen all the details that results driven data analyst with a strong foundation in data analysis, cloud technologies, and cybersecurity skills in Python, SQL, and data visualization tools. Then we can go on the skills. It's mentioned here programming and querying, data visualization and tools, cloud and data platforms, other tools, core competencies, and so on. Then it has given the details also, what projects you have created, if you are Microsoft certified in one of the certifications or not, what is your education, any achievements you have done or not. Now, what do you think about this resume? Is it an ATS friendly resume? Or let's say I apply this resume in one of the company, will my resume will be shortlisted? Give a think on it. Now, let's say I just designed this resume and according to me, this resume looks awesome. So what I'll do, I'll just scroll down, and if you see here, we are having a pencil icon. Okay, so we'll click on the pencil icon and we'll download this resume. Now, how to download it? You can just come on create and it will give you the two options, document or PDF. In which format you want your resume? You want it in the document format or you want it in the PDF format? So let's say I want in a PDF format, but before moving on the PDF format, I want to do some changes. So I can just remove all the given content and I'm just saving it as a document only. So your resume is ready within a fraction of seconds. So we'll open the Word file. Yeah, you can see here the resume is ready with the name, professional summary, skills. Then if I just move down the experience, scrolling down will give me my certifications. Let me close the here. Yeah, education, achievements, and so on. So this is a basic resume which you can create. Now it has taken your name, it has taken all the details because it is a tenant specific. Now let's say you have mentioned your details in this format. Is it a correct way to mention your details like this way? No, because there is no metric given how much you have done, how much. Let's say if I talk about only this particular resume and considering the first project, which is sales data analysis dashboard, no information is there, how much, how is the accuracy, how it's the, what is the metric score, nothing is mentioned. So whenever you are mentioning your projects, whenever you are mentioning certain details, like with respect to your projects, maybe if you have done any internship there, what change you have bring to that on the table, that all the details we need to mention. Now we'll again go here. Let me just close this one. Now we'll change the given project. Rewrite the project. Now mention which project. Now in this particular thing, we are taking sales data analysis dashboard with the, let's say, 90% accuracy. Okay, so again, it has changed the given details. Now, if you add this particular thing in your resume, it's look better than the first one. It has given all the details. Like now, if you see here, it has mentioned the accuracy as well. So whenever you're creating any resume, you are giving the details, try to mention all the given details. Otherwise, the prompt, whatever prompt you will give, the appropriate answer you will get accordingly. This is with respect to a IT person. Now, what I'll do, I'll just give one more prompt, create a resume for HR professional with 2-year experience in, let's say, KPMG technologies. Now, let's see what it creates for us. So it has given the name, the details, the professional summary, what are the skills you are having with respect to an HR, what tools you are using, then your soft skills, your professional skills. Then it has created an HR associate, KPMG technologies, month, year. Then it has given the details, what are your key achievements. Now, when you see your key achievements, you can see time to hire by X%. So there should be a quantitative measure which will tell you how much you have done in this particular area. Then your education, your certifications, if you want to give any other additional information, that also you can give, and so on. Now, if you want to reframe this particular resume, you can reframe it. If you think that this particular resume, it's fine for me, you can download this resume. There is no need to just copy and paste it on the respective Word file. You can just go on the bottom. You will be having a pencil icon. Just click here, download it either in the PDF format or in the document format. So this is one of the resume. Now we have given HR professional or let's say data analyst, but your resume should be JD specific. For example, there's a company visit to your college and it is asking for your sales executive, and you are representing your resume for a data analyst role. So why they will hire you? Because you don't have the required skill set. So you should have a proper skill set, then only you got a chance to give the interviews. So your resume should be job specific, JD specific. Now we'll go on the Google and we'll take, let's say, data analyst. Let me take the details from here. Okay. Now let's say I want to apply in this particular organization, which is asking for 1 to 5 years of experience, location, and everything is mentioned. Now, whenever you apply any of the role, maybe an IT role, maybe an HR role, any role, you will get its JD. So we'll copy this JD and we'll paste in the Copilot chat, and we'll say reframe my resume with respect to the below JD, and we'll just hit enter and give the details. Now it will design or reframe your resume on the basis of the JD which you have mentioned. So it will take just a fraction of seconds. Yeah, you can see now advanced SQL, data extraction, cleaning, transformation, visualization, programming, core competencies, and so on. Now you might be thinking, why should I use Copilot? I have other resume building tools, maybe new resume is there, Canva is also there, and there are various resume building tools. But why I should use Copilot? Because let's say you are using no resume or you're using Canva. Is your data safe there? You're uploading all your details. You have given your mobile number, you have given your email ID, your professional summary, everything. Is your data safe there? Have you think of it? You just go there, click it. Okay, it's giving me a free option. What I'll do, I'll just give my details and just create it. But it's not of any sort of use. So go with the platform which gives you security, which is your Microsoft Copilot. So whatever details I'm mentioning here, it's totally safe. So don't go with any of the other tools, maybe let's say no resume, or if you're using any other resume building tools, you are paying amount there, you are downloading the format, then you are changing the details. It's not a use. Even there, your resume is also not ATS friendly. So here you can see all your given details come up here with respect to the JD. Now, according to this particular resume, we'll check, okay, redesign this resume or we can say act as a recruiter of, let's say, I want to apply in Google. Then reframe my resume according to the marketing role. Now it will give me the response according to the same. Okay. Your resume is reframed as if a Google recruiter optimized it for a marketing role. If you scroll down, you will be getting the professional summary, core skills, what will be the required marketing competencies, your experience, what projects you have built, or what certifications you have done, your education, your given details like Google style valued ad, and how you can add it in a more appropriate manner. Now, if you want to use these, you can use this also. Now, if you see, they have mentioned the star method. Star method in the sense, whenever you are mentioning your, let's say I'm going with my interview and they ask me what project you have built. So your response should be in the star method. Now, let's say I don't know what is star method. I have built one project, which is customer behavioral analysis. Now, redesign the customer analysis project according to the star method. Now it will give me my resume according to the star method. Now what does star means? Star S stand for the situation. What was the situation? What was the problem statement? Then the task, what you have done. Then the action, how you have done. And then the result, what is the result for the same. Now they have mentioned the result. They have more personalized marketing approaches, everything they have mentioned, but still according to me the result is not accurate. Why? Because there is no accuracy, there is no metric mentioned how much accuracy it is giving, why I should use your project. So whenever you are mentioning any of your resume, any of your details, maybe your projects, you should give it in a star method. Not even like it's not helping you in creating your resume only, but it will also help you to prepare yourself for any sort of a job. For example, let's say I'm working as an marketing person in Google and I want to transfer to Amazon. Then if you want to ask few questions, you can ask from the Copilot. Like, give me the interview questions for the role, let's say marketing executive, as in the Amazon So now it will give me all the interview related questions for the given organization. You can see it if you want their answers, how you can represent yourself. That is also possible. Amazon leadership principle questions, you will be getting all the given details. But this particular session will be more inclined towards the resume building. Now you have seen what prompts I have given. Maybe for the same answer, you will giving different prompt. So your prompt plays a key role. Your whatever prompt you will be giving to the Copilot, that response you will get. Let's say I will go in a new chat. And here I will give create resume form. Is it a good prompt? No, nothing is mentioned. So you need to give your details. As it's a tenant specific, so it is automatically taking my details. But when you will give it, you will not get the appropriate response for the same. You need to give your details. What's your name? What's where you live? What's your LinkedIn profile? What is your GitHub profile? Your mobile number? What projects you have built? What internships you have done? And accordingly, it will give you the response. Trust me, resume plays a key important role whenever you're applying in any of the organization. It doesn't matter how much skilled you are. Let's say you are working in Google, then you change the organization to cloud that, and from cloud that you move to Amazon, maybe from Amazon you work to the KPMG, Infosys, multiple companies. But your resume is not standing out. Then there is no case, like there is no, it doesn't matter how much skilled you are, how much organizations you have worked, but your resume will give that idea. Let's consider there are two people working in, one is professional and one is working in one of the MNC. Both are applying for the same role, but only one resume got shortlisted. Why? Because its resume is effective. So similarly, you need to also create your resume in such a manner that your resume should stand out among others. So it has created the resume for me. Now we'll ask the Copilot, is this resume an ATS friendly? Yeah, your resume is very close to ATS friendly, but not fully optimized yet. So it has given me all the details, structure, the session names, keywords, whatever I have used, the bullet points, no graphic tables are there, everything is there. But what I need to improve, all the details, missing the job specific keywords. ATS systems can scan for the keywords, but I haven't mentioned it. Okay, it's giving me the answer. So whenever you go with, let's say I'm using Canva or I'm using No Resume or any other resume building tool, will they give you this particular format? No, they will just give a format. Okay, you need to build a resume. Let's say they have given you one format in which they give the mention for the name, the blank will be there, then your summary. Similarly, for it also the blank will be there of your projects, certificates, and the other stuff. But whatever details you are mentioning, it's a manual way. You are mentioning your details. Let's say I have mentioned ABC, summary worked on, or let's say knowledge. I have mentioned Java. Not Java, I would like to mention programming skills. Projects is XYZ project and project scale sales. Certificates, let's say I've given these details. Now, you have given these details and the way you have given, it's a wrong way. Work, let's say summary, you have given knowledge and programming skills. Which programming skills? If I'm the recruiter and you give me this resume, what I'll do, I'll just steer this resume. Why? Because programming skills. Okay. If I consider also programming skills means you know all the programming skills. You know Java, you know Python, you know R, you know Go, you know let's say C, C++, Java, core Java, advanced Java, everything you know. So the interview will go in that particular manner. You know Java, okay, you mentioned Java. Then what I will be assuming, I will assume, okay, it will be core Java and advanced Java. But you haven't mentioned, you only know core Java. Then wrong way of mentioning. Projects, okay. XYZ project. Then I will ask, what is XYZ project? Then you are unable to, you will start the response. Okay, I started my working on this particular project. This project is all about this and that. And we are worked on a group of 4 where the work was divided. But I'm not interested in your group project. If you are mentioning your group project also, what work you have done? Or you just joined the group, your teammates have done it, no use. Then SC100. You have mentioned SC100. What is SC100? I'm from HR and I'm asking, like, what is SC100? there is no use. Or you have mentioned, let's say, CEH. Now, what is CEH? So you should give the appropriate details. Okay, SC100, then give its name. CEH, CH is for ethical hacking. So give its appropriate details. Then only it will be able to fetch it out. So in these kinds of resume, or I would say maximum resumes, the appropriate keywords are missing. So you need to add all those appropriate keywords, or it's better to go with the Copilot, upload your resume there and ask from it. So it has given me the detail, okay, you are missing with the job specific keywords. That's why I'm again and again emphasizing on your resume should be job centric. Then measurable achievements. There is nothing. Delivered technical training. What I should do? Okay, you have delivered, but what's the impact of it? Then if you scroll down, no clear tools is mentioned. Let's say you have mentioned the platforms. Which platform? Security tools. Which security tools? Languages you know. Which language you know? So give all the given details. Now in education also, details are missing. Degree, university, year, and so on. Now what I'll do, I'll just make it an ATS friendly. Make the above resume in ATS friendly and optimized manner. Now it will give me fully ATS optimized one-page resume giving all the given details. Now you can see everything is mentioned. Security concepts, what you know, languages, if you are using any sort of security tool, cloud platforms, other tools, languages, then your professional summary, what you have done, how you have done, and the rest of the details. Now I will ask one more time, is the above resume ATS friendly? Yes, fully optimized, it would score more than 90 to 95%. So these is whatever resume we have created till now are from the scratch. Now what I'll do, let's say I have created the resume. I'm using the resume and now I want to check whether my resume is ATS friendly or not. So you can see here plus sign is there. You might be using the plus sign to add the content, to upload the files, to take the screenshots, and so on. But why I will upload a file there? What I'll do, I'll just give the reference. Now to give the reference, I will mark forward slash, and let me see. Okay, I have added one of the resume here. Customize this. First, we'll check what is the ATS score. Is this resume ATS friendly? We have given the reference of the document. After reviewing here is a clear and honest answer. Yes, your resume is ATS friendly, but around 75 to 80%. It is generic, not fully optimized. So you can see what's good in that particular resume, what is missing, and you can add the details there. It's too generic, experience section is weak, the formatting is good, okay, structure is there, keywords is also there, your role is not mentioned, your achievement is not there, your impact is not there, what impact it is creating. Then key insights, if you want to see, you can see everything is mentioned there, but still it's not a perfect resume, I would say. So if you see here, we are getting 3 different prompts. Convert this exact document into an perfect ATS Word file. You want to do that? Please give this prompt. Rebuild it for data security rules. If you want to do that, please go ahead and create 2 resumes, data plus security, for maximize opportunities. So let's say I want to go with the third option. So I'll just copy this one and paste it here. Yeah, it has given me first resume, which is an ATS optimized. So you can review the details, what details it has mentioned, how it has mentioned, and resume 2 will be highly recommended. Now, if you want to see the comparison, okay, it has created the 2 resumes for me. Compare you can see targeted roles, alignment with your profile, ATS keyword strength, certificate relevance, experience fit, projects, market demand fit, competition level, or salary growth out potential, shortlisting chances. Here it's moderate, but here it's high. That is the beauty of using Microsoft Copilot. If you scroll down, you can see all the given details here. Keyword matching 80 to 85%, profile relevance will be a medium, ranking chances is medium, and the second one is high here. You can see all your details, when to use each resume, your security resume when. So it's all about tech resumes, but what about non-tech? Let's say I'm a salesperson and I want to start my career as a salesman, or let's say career consultant. So draft a resume, or I would say professional resume for the early profession early professional as the career consultant. Now, if you see here, I want to highlight 2 things here. First one is the duration, that you are an early professional. Okay, so early professional, you are starting your career. So it will be giving you the details here. Second will be the role. Now, you are an early professional and you want to start your career as a career consultant. So it will draft a resume for that particular person. If you are a, let's say, 2-year experienced person, then you need to mention experience with, let's say, 2 years, 3 years, whatever experience you are having. But if you're early professional, please mention the given details. So let's give it a shot. Earlier career professional. Now it has given me the professional summary, the competences, experience, and the given details. Now this is basically what the portal which we are using. Similarly, if you want to go with here also, it's the same. Same will be there. You need to sign in. Now it's a free version. If you see here, they are saying me to upgrade. Upgrade in the sense, transfer my account from basic to a premium. So if you want to do that, if you want more capabilities, you can go here. You can just upgrade yourself, pay for it, and start using Microsoft Premium. Microsoft Copilot Premium and leveraging all the features there. Second thing is the agents. Now, what is the agent? Agent is basically the guides which will help you to do your work. So if I go on the agents, or let me go on the portal only, and I'll go on the agents. Let's say more agents. You don't know how to write the prompt, because prompt is the most important. Whatever prompt you will give, appropriate answer you will get. So you can use prompt coach as one of your agent, which will help you to write the effective prompts. If you're concerned with the writing, you can go with the writing coach. We are having the learning coach also. Let's say I have applied on the appropriate role and I want to learn how I can upskill myself in as a career consultant or as an HR associate, or let's say as a salesperson. You can just click on upgrade. Now it will ask you the costing, it will ask you the license. So if you have the license, just go ahead and you can start using the given prompt. So feature, we can say Box AI, Priority, Jira Cloud, and so on. So I'm having the prompt coach. So I can just come up here. You can see the prompts, analyze the prompts, prompt compliance. Now create a, okay, we'll see evaluate my prompt, and prompt is create a resume for me. Okay, now it will give you the response. What was the original prompt? Create a resume for me. Now, evaluation, you can see clear, but extremely minimal. What is the missing? Your goal is missing. Your context is missing. Your source is missing. Expectation is missing. So GCSE. It's a very important when you are going with the effective prompting. Now, what is GCSE? GCSE is goal. Now, what you want to do? Like we have mentioned, create a resume, but it's not a specific prompt for which role you want to do, where you want to do. Then the context, for whom you are creating it. I want to create it for a data analyst role. I want to create it for HR profession, for the HR role. I want to create it for sales. I want to create it for an DevOps engineer. Then the source. If you have any particular source, if you have an existing resumes, you can add those, and expectation. What is your expectation? What you want from it? So no format, length, tone, nothing is mentioned. Now it has given me the effective prompts. You can see we can use these prompts. Goal is create a professional resume tailored for a research associated role. So it has given me the role. So we have the goal. Okay, I want to go with the HR role. I want to go with the salesperson. I want to go as a marketing executive. I want to go in the operations. Then what is the context? I'm a research associate with an experience in research, documentation, and collaboration. So this resume will be used for the job applications in research focused or analyst roles. Then the source. So we have given all the given details here. What is the expectation? So I want a clean professional resume format. Keep it to 1 to 2 pages. Use bullet points with action verbs. Highlight the impact and measurable outcomes wherever possible. And output the resume in a copy-paste ready format. You can now see if I will give this particular prompt, it will be very effective. So let's say again, we'll give another prompt. Evaluate, or we can say, give me the effective prompt to check whether my resume is ATS friendly. Okay, now it will give me the response. Okay, final prompt, evaluate whether my resume is ATS friendly and suitable for modern applicant tracking system, which is your ATS. What is the context, source, and the given details? So whenever we are giving any sort of a prompt or we want an effective prompting, we need to follow these things. That is the goal. What is the goal? What is your context? What is the source? Then any other, what is your expectation from the same? And then the given details, why it is important, and so on. So you should know the effective prompting, how to go with the effective prompting, because Microsoft Copilot, it's just an AI assistant. So whatever you give, accordingly you will get the response. It's like if you eat healthy, you will be healthy. If you eat unhealthy, you will be unhealthy. Similarly, if you will give the bad prompt, you will get the bad response. So if you will give the good prompt, you will be getting the good response. So we have an inclined course also with the same, which will be your MS-4023, which will tell you how you can go with the effective prompting. What is a Copilot Chat? How it is working? So let me go there. Yeah. So let me just search for MS-4023. You can learn the course on your own. There is no fee associated with it. You can just learn yourself. You can just open it. You can just click on start. You will be looking on how to start with the Copilot Chat, which will be a basic one. Then how to write the effective prompts. Then how to work smart with the M365 Copilot Chat. So this is Copilot Chat and how it is helping you in your resume creation. So I hope you have learned something new. You know how to create the resumes now. So I'm hoping that whatever resumes you will be creating will be ATS friendly, highly optimized with the help of the Copilot. If you want to see your summary also, you can just see on the left hand side, we have chat option. So if you want to go on the previous chats, you can go up here. We have about, if you want to connect with Outlook, Teams, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, OneDrive, SharePoint, and more applications if you want, you can just go there. Now we have this navigation. If you want to close this navigation, you can close it here. If you want to start a new chat, you can just start a new chat here. We have settings also, like if you want to see your recent pages, if you want to send a feedback, you want to do certain settings, you can come up here. If you want to change the version, I want dark, you want light, or the sources from where it will be fetching your data, or from where you want it should fetch your data, because in the backend it will be using your Microsoft Graph for the data fetching. So Canva, Google Calendar, Contact, HubSpot, and so on. If you want to see the agents also, all the agents will be there. You can connect with the respective agents and you can start working with Copilot, create your resumes, but be careful whenever you create any resume with the Copilot, you need to verify it because it's an AI. So AI will help you in the creation, but the verification will be done by yourself. So before uploading your resume to any of the job portals, please verify the resume whether your details which it has added it's correct or not. Okay, so I have created some of the prompts. So let me show you the documentation. So you can see some of the prompts I have mentioned here, like the basic prompt which we usually give, that is analyze my resume for the data analyst role, identifying the missing ATS keywords, weak sections, and the improvement suggestions. If you are more concerned, let's say you are having a resume and you want it should be an ATS optimization, you can use these given prompts. Either you can use this prompt or you can check with this one also if you are having an existing resume with you. So you can go with these keywords here. Now, if I scroll down, and next one will be the strong keywords. So as I said, your resume should be job centric. If you're applying for data analyst role, whatever keywords come to your mind, data visualization, or let's say data cleaning, machine learning models, and other stuff, you can add all those relevant keywords. Now, how to add it? What prompt you should give? So for this particular thing, I have given the prompt here. If you want more, you can give it these with respect to the JD. So it's with respect to the data analyst role. If you want it for, let's say, the HR, you can just change the data analyst to HR. If you want for the sales, change the HR to the sales. And you will be getting all the strong keywords or relevant keywords with respect to any sort of JD there. Now, let's say you are working as a data analyst role, so these keywords should always be there in your resume. SQL, Python, Pandas, so the libraries on which you have worked on, the tools which you are using, what you are doing. If you're having some analytical skills or mentioning all those analytical skills, I'm not only considering the data analyst role. If you're a data scientist, if you're let's say from a security background, or you're a DevOps engineer, you need to mention all the given details. What is your business skills? That is, let's say it's an KPI tracking or BI reporting, dashboarding, communication. So need to mention all these things. Now, how to mention all these stuff in your Copilot? What prompt I should give? So for that particular thing also, we have given the appropriate prompts. So you can use rewrite my experience section using the strong action verbs. So all these are your strong action verbs, which will be making you stand different among others. Because let's say any company when open any job posting, whether it's via Cloud that or Microsoft or Google, Capgemini, TCS, for a particular role, thousands of employees apply. Now, how your resume will stand different? So by using all those action verbs, by using the Microsoft Copilot. So you can give this prompt or you can use the second prompt also, like convert my responsibilities and achievements using STAR method. Now, what is STAR method? We have already discussed, which is your situation, the task, action, and the keywords or the results. Then let's say you have in your resume, you have mentioned worked on data analysis. So as I said, we need to mention the metric, whether the accuracy, how much accuracy it has improved or something. Let's say if you're an HR, how many candidates you have placed till now. So all the given details should be there. So rather than mentioning worked on a data analysis, you should mention analyzed 50,000 plus records using SQL and Python to identify the trends, improving reporting efficiency by 30%. Or if you are from, let's say, HR, you need to mention how many people got placed or how many hirings you have done, all the given details, and then the final polish. Once your all the prompts is done, you start with the raw, Then you give your first prompt. Okay, let's say you have given create my resume. Then you need to modify that one. Then you will give your second prompt. Then in the second prompt also you analyze it. Okay, the resume which it has created have some mistakes. You will rectify them, you will change, and then again you will give your prompt. Once your final resume is created, you can give this detail. Make my resume concise to one page. If you're creating a 5-page resume, I don't have time for the same to review it. Even no one has time to review your 5-page resume. I want the specific details. What's your professional summary? And professional summary also should be like minimum max to max 100 words. It should not exceed that one as well. So make my resume concise, one page, impactful, and industry ready. So if you're working in KPMG, if you want to come in cloud data, so your resume should be industry specific as well. Then the final check prompt. Perform a final ATS scan and suggest last improvements for maximizing the shortlisting chances. So you can mention all your details there. Then there are some of the optional prompts also. If you want, you can just go ahead. Summary improvement, rewrite my professional summary to highly impactful and aligned with data analyst roles. If you are more concerned with the project enhancements, analyze my project description by adding tools used, impact, and business insights. If you are more with the skills optimized, organize my skills section into the categories to improve the ATS scoring and readability. So all these prompts, you can refer it, you can use it, and build your resume effective, ATS friendly, and highly optimized it. So if you want this documentation, please fill the Microsoft link form, which is mentioned in the chat area, and we'll share this document with you. You can use it, you can use the given prompts there and create your resume there. I hope you all enjoyed this session. You have learned something new. So stay tuned for further sessions also, and like, comment, and share this session, and be ready for our upcoming sessions as well. Thank you.